Today, we're going to learn about the Sermon on the Mount.
Jesus preached a whole sermon about a mountain? What mountain was it? There's Everest and Kilimanjaro and all kinds of mountains.
No, not a sermon about a mountain, but a sermon he preached while he was on a mountain.
Oh, why did he go on a mountain?
Large crowds gathered to hear Jesus preach. So Jesus went up to the mountain to sit down and teach the crowd. This way, everyone could look up to where Jesus was and be able to see him.
Great idea. What did he preach about?
That's a great question. It's important for us to know what Jesus preached about. You know how preachers sometimes can pick a topic and preach a long time on that one topic?
Yes.
Jesus had a lot to teach the people, so he talked about many different topics, but only spent a short time on each topic.
Cool. Are you going to tell everyone what Jesus preached about?
I thought I would.
Well, I'll just go perch over there and listen.
Okay, see you later. The first thing Jesus said has come to be known as the Beatitudes.
Did I hear someone call my name?
No.
I thought I heard someone say beatitude.
Yes, I did.
That's me. I'm a bee, and I've got an attitude.
That's not what I meant. I'm talking about Jesus' Sermon on the Mount.
So, if the Beatitudes are not about a bee with an attitude, what are they?
They're a list of blessings.
Blessings?
Yes, let's look at one of these Beatitudes. Jesus said, "Blessed are those who mourn." To mourn means to be sad.
I don't get it. How are you blessed if you are very sad?
Let's read the rest of that verse. Jesus said, "Blessed are those who mourn, for they shall be comforted." If you believe in Jesus, even when you're sad, you are blessed, because God's word gives us comfort. And Jesus is the head of the church. So if you're part of the church, you have a great blessing of fellow Christians who can also help comfort you when you mourn.
Are all the Beatitudes like that?
Yes, Jesus says 9 different blessed are statements. And then he tells us what each blessing is.
Well, if they're not about me, I'm gonna buzz on out of here.
Well, they are not about him. That was definitely a bee with an attitude. Let's read all the Beatitudes. Read along with me if you can. Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are those who mourn, for they shall be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness' sake, for they shall be filled. Blessed are the merciful, for they shall receive mercy. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called sons of God. Blessed are those who are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are you when they revile and persecute you and say all kinds of evil against you falsely for my sake. Rejoice and be exceedingly glad, for great is your reward in heaven. Good job!
After Jesus taught about the Beatitudes, he said, "You are the salt of the earth." I keep my salt in a little salt shaker beside the stove. And when I cook, sometimes I add a little salt. We don't need a lot of salt, but a little salt makes a big difference in how things taste. Jesus said, if the salt loses its flavor, you can't make it taste salty again. it would be good for nothing except to be thrown out and trampled underfoot by men. Next, Jesus said, "You are the light of the world." Sometimes people in the world act all ugly and mean-spirited. But Jesus says we are supposed to be the light and show other people how to shine. Jesus told us not to hide our light. He said a city set on a hill cannot be hidden. At night, when people turn on the lights, there is no way to hide that city on the hill. Jesus wants us to be like that city and let our lights shine. Today, if we need a light and don't have electricity, we might use a flashlight, or we might light a candle. When we think of a lamp today, we think of this kind of lamp. But in Jesus' day, they had little oil lamps like this one. They would put oil in the lamp, place a wick in there, and light the wick. And it was a great little lamp. They could place it on a lampstand or carry it in their hand if they moved from place to place. Jesus continued. He said, "Nor do they light a lamp and put it under a basket, but on a lampstand, and it gives light to all that are in the house." Jesus said, "Let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father in heaven." So Jesus said we are the light of the world. We're the salt of the earth. And we're like a city set on a hill that can't be hidden because we let our lights shine. I bet you know a song about letting your light shine. This little light of mine? In that song we say, "Hide it under a bushel." No. What's a bushel? Well, a bushel is a basket. When I was a young girl, we grew corn, and we would put the corn in a bushel basket like this one. But if I had my lamp turned on and I put it under a basket, not much light would shine through, would it? We don't want to put our Christian lights under a bushel. No.
There's a light. Now, that's a real candle, but we're going to pretend we have a candle. We're going to go psst, and hold it up. Now it's on fire and it's hot. You ready? This little Christian light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. This little Christian light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. This little Christian light of mine, I'm going to let it shine all the time, let it shine. Miss Judy, should you hide it?
No.
Well, you do the real one and
Okay.
I'll do this one. All right, get ready. Hide it under a bushel. No, I'm going to let it shine. Hide it under a bushel. No, I'm going to let it shine. Hide it under a bushel. No, I'm going to let it shine all the time, let it shine. How do you make a fire go out on your light?
Oh, you blow it.
Like what? Well, don't let anybody put out your Christian light, especially the devil, okay?
Yep.
We're going to say Satan. Don't let Satan put it out. I'm going to let it shine. Don't let Satan it out. I'm gonna let it shine. Don't let Satan it out. I'm gonna let it shine all the time. Let it shine. Where should you let it shine, Miss Judy?
All around the neighborhood.
Everywhere. Let's do it big. All around the neighborhood, I'm gonna let it shine. All around the neighborhood, I'm gonna let it shine. All around the neighborhood, I'm gonna let it shine all the time. Let it shine.